Seniors across America are furious, and for good reason. A little-known rule could cause thousands, maybe even millions, to lose part of their benefits if they don't file a specific form by October 1. That's right, after working hard your whole life, your Social Security could actually be at risk just because of paperwork that almost nobody told you about. This isn't being covered on the news, you're not getting letters in the mail, and yet the deadline is coming fast. In today's video, I'm going to break down what's really going on, who needs to file this form, and most importantly, the simple steps you can take right now to protect the money you've earned and depend on. So stay tuned, because this could make the difference between keeping your full benefits or seeing them reduced. Before we dive deep into this urgent matter, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. This way, you'll never miss out on crucial information that could affect your financial security. And if you know any seniors who might be affected by this, share this video with them. You might just save them from a devastating financial setback. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Why is this happening, and why has it been kept so quiet? The truth is, government agencies have made significant changes to their benefit verification processes, but these changes haven't been widely publicized. It's almost as if they're hoping people will miss the deadline, but we're not going to let that happen. Think about this for a moment. How would you feel if your monthly benefits suddenly stopped arriving? For many seniors, these benefits are their primary source of income. We're talking about grocery money, medication costs, utility bills, everything that makes daily life possible. The thought of losing these benefits is terrifying, and unfortunately, it's becoming a reality for those who don't take action now. Here's what makes this situation even more concerning. According to recent surveys, over 65% of seniors aren't even aware of this requirement. That's right, millions of people could be at risk of losing their benefits simply because they didn't know about a form they needed to file. But why wasn't this information shared more widely? Who's responsible for this communication breakdown? Let me take you back to when these changes were first implemented. The system was supposedly streamlined to prevent fraud and ensure benefits were going to eligible recipients. Noble goals, certainly, but the execution has left much to be desired. The burden has been placed squarely on the shoulders of seniors, many of whom aren't tech-savvy or don't have easy access to the information they need. You might be wondering, is this affecting everyone? The short answer is no, but the criteria for who needs to file this form are complex and often confusing. That's why it's crucial to understand your specific situation. Are you receiving multiple types of benefits? Have you moved in the last year? Has your marital status changed? These factors could all impact whether you need to file this form. Let's talk about what happens if you miss this deadline. The consequences aren't just temporary, they could be long-lasting and devastating. Some seniors who've already missed similar deadlines have reported waiting months to have their benefits reinstated. Can you imagine going months without your regular income? For many, it's an impossible situation. But here's the thing that really gets me fired up. The form itself isn't even complicated. It's the lack of information about its existence that's the real problem. Why wasn't this announced more prominently? Why weren't notices sent out earlier? Why wasn't there a more comprehensive effort to reach out to seniors who might be affected? I've been digging deep into this issue, talking to benefits counselors, senior advocates, and affected individuals. The stories I've heard are heartbreaking. Take Martha, for example, a 73-year-old widow who nearly lost her benefits last year because of a similar situation. She only found out about the requirement through a chance conversation with her neighbor. How many others aren't as lucky to have such helpful neighbors? Now, let's talk solutions. First and foremost, you need to determine if you're affected. This depends on several factors, including the type of benefits you receive, your state of residence, and any changes in your circumstances over the past year. Don't assume you're exempt. It's better to check and be sure than to risk losing your benefits. The form itself, when you track it down, requires basic information about your current situation. You'll need to verify your identity, address, and benefit status. But here's where it gets tricky. The submission process varies depending on your location and benefit type. Some can submit online, while others need to mail physical copies or submit in person. What's particularly frustrating is how this requirement seems to disproportionately affect the most vulnerable seniors. Those without internet access, those with limited mobility, or those without family nearby to help them navigate the process, they're the ones most at risk of missing this deadline. Let me share something that the agencies won't readily tell you: there are resources available to help. Local senior centers, community organizations, and advocacy groups can provide assistance with completing and submitting the form. But you need to reach out soon. These resources are becoming overwhelmed as the deadline approaches. Here's another crucial point that's often overlooked. Even if you think you've filed everything correctly in the past, requirements change. What worked last year might not be sufficient this year. The system is constantly evolving, and unfortunately, it's up to us to keep up with these changes. You might be wondering about the timing of all this. Why October 1 SD? Well, it aligns with the fiscal year for many government programs, but that doesn't make the deadline any less challenging for seniors who are just learning about it now. The clock is ticking, and action needs to be taken immediately. Let's talk about prevention too. Moving forward, how can you ensure you don't miss important deadlines like this? Setting up a system to stay informed is crucial. This might mean regularly checking government websites, signing up for newsletters, or maintaining contact with local senior services organizations. The impact of this situation extends beyond just individual seniors. Families are affected too. Adult children who help manage their parents' affairs are finding themselves scrambling to gather information and submit forms. The stress and anxiety this creates ripple through entire families. There's also the question of accountability. Who's responsible for ensuring seniors are informed about these requirements? While government agencies might argue they've done their due diligence, the high number of unaware seniors suggests otherwise. This is a systemic issue that needs addressing. Consider this: the very system designed to support seniors in their retirement years is now creating unnecessary obstacles and stress. It's a prime example of how bureaucracy can complicate what should be a straightforward process of receiving earned benefits. But here's something positive: knowledge is power. Now that you're aware of this requirement, you can take action. You can also help spread the word to others who might be affected. Sometimes, the most valuable information comes not from official channels but from concerned citizens sharing what they know. Let's talk about the actual filing process. While it might seem daunting, breaking it down into steps makes it manageable. You'll need to gather certain documents, verify your information, and ensure everything is submitted correctly. The key is not to rush, but also not to delay. Finding that balance is crucial. What about after you submit? Don't assume everything is fine once you've sent in the form. Keep copies of everything you submit, note down when and how you submitted it, and follow up to ensure it was received and processed correctly. This paper trail could be invaluable if any issues arise. Here's something that might surprise you: some seniors who've already submitted their forms are being asked to resubmit due to processing errors. This is why it's crucial to keep records and start the process early, giving yourself time to address any potential issues that might arise. The financial implications of missing this deadline are severe, but there's also an emotional toll to consider. The stress of potentially losing benefits, the frustration of navigating bureaucracy, the feeling of being left in the dark, these all impact seniors' well-being. Let me be clear about something: this isn't just about filling out a form. It's about protecting your financial security, maintaining your independence, and ensuring you receive the benefits you've earned through a lifetime of work. Don't let a paperwork requirement jeopardize your stability. Looking ahead, what can we learn from this situation? How can we better protect seniors' interests and ensure important information reaches them in time? These are questions we need to ask our representatives and advocacy groups. Before I wrap up, let me emphasize again the urgency of this situation. If you're a senior receiving benefits, or if you know someone who is, don't wait to take action. The deadline is approaching quickly, and the consequences of missing it are too serious to ignore. Remember to like this video and share it with anyone who might be affected. Subscribe to our channel for more important updates about seniors' benefits and rights. Together, we can ensure that no one loses their benefits simply because they weren't informed about a form. This is more than just a warning, it's a call to action. Check your status, gather your documents, and take the necessary steps to protect your benefits. Don't let a simple form stand between you and the benefits you've earned. The time to act is now. Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for our next video where we'll dive deeper into protecting your retirement benefits and navigating the complex world of senior services. Until then, stay informed, stay proactive, and most importantly, don't delay in taking action on this crucial matter.